This is not going to be like one of the hundreds of videos with a title similar to this, where people just parrot life lessons from self help books and frame them as insights that they had. Oh, I wish I knew this when I was. Shut the fuck up, man. You just read that in a book 2 days ago, and you're gonna forget it 2 days from now. What I am going to share with you is the single greatest mindset that I have today. What I am going to share with you is the one thing I wish I could have drilled into my 18-year-old self's brain. Honestly, I'm grateful I know this today. It's the greatest mindset, it's the greatest realization I have ever had. But I can't imagine what my life would have looked like today if I knew this at 18. Well, let's get straight to it. This is the mindset. You can become whatever in the fucking world you want. Look at Andrew Tate. What if I told you you could become an Andrew Tate? Look at Conor McGregor. What if I told you you could be the next Conor McGregor? Yes, you fumbling, socially awkward dumbass. Try and imagine that. Imagine yourself having the personality of either of them. Envision yourself going through life as confidently, as commandingly, as dominantly as either of them. Really visualize yourself going out in public, talking to strangers, talking to people you know, the way you imagine they would. If you're honest with yourself, you'll realize that you can't. You're incapable of even imagining yourself having that strong a personality, that strong a character. But here's the thing. Even Andrew Tate wasn't Andrew Tate at 18. Or even 24 for that matter. This is what Andrew Tate looked like at 24. The notorious Conor McGregor. This is him strutting inside the ring where he knows he could potentially die if he's off his game. You look at that Conor and you wish that you were anything like him. But you see, that same Conor McGregor wasn't Conor McGregor at 18. This is what young Conor looked like. It's his poster shot and he looks scared in it, for fuck's sake. This is what I want you to understand. You see, we all start out the same. We are all at more or less a level playing field till 18. Till the age of 18. Till school, even college for that matter. We're all very, very, very similar. Till college, the class topper, the backbencher, they're both at the same level. But the day you graduate, it all changes. I'll give you my example. A lot of my friends graduated with packages of about 3.5 lakh rupees a year. That's about 4,200 US dollars a year, 4,200 US dollars a year. Some of my friends ended up with packages of about 12 lakhs a year, 12 lakh rupees a year. That's about 15,000 US dollars a year. 15,000 US dollars, 4,200 US dollars. You see, overnight, it all changes. Imagine that. Two friends who were in the same class all their lives. Two friends who stood at the exact same level all their lives. Overnight, it all changes. And this isn't even it. I am talking about a much larger scale. Please don't limit your thinking to the topper versus backbencher debate. Look at it this way. You are comparing the $4,000 guy to the $15,000 guy. I am asking you to look at the $180 million guy. Are you starting to see what I'm saying? You see, compared to the 180 million, or even to a tenth, even a hundredth of that, which, let's be honest, there are going to be people we know who in their lifetimes go on to reach this level. Compared to that, we are all starting out at a level playing field. The $15,000 guy is no more likely to reach that level than the $4,000 guy. We're all at the same level at 18. It's what we do after that that makes us who we become. You're 18 right now, so you're broke, you're stupid, you're inexperienced. You're either fat or you're skinny, you're awkward, you're a dumbass. I'm not asking you that, I'm not guessing that, I am telling you that. As men, we peak at about 35 years of age. Use that. Most men make the mistake of assuming that they're going to be top Gs by 22, 23, 24. There's nothing wrong with dreaming, but here's where the problem arises. When these men don't make everything of themselves that they wanted to by 24, which they won't, they give up. They think that they'll never be able to do it. Do you need to see again what top G looked like at 24? As men, we peak at about 35 years of age. Use that statistic. Set a goal of being a master at life, of excelling at everything that you want by 35. You're 18, man. So you've literally just crossed the halfway line. All your life that you've gone until now, you have just as much time left until you're supposed to actually peak. You have 17, 18 years left to make something of your life. And I'm not just talking about the money. Not at all. I just use the example of money because it's so tangible, because it clicks so instantly in your brain. But I'm talking about every single aspect of your life. Whatever that you want to get good at, whatever that you can think of, anything that you want to become good at over time. Maybe you want to be a good writer, maybe a good conversationalist, maybe you want to be a good musician, a good orator, a good friend. Good. You've taken the first step. You've decided what you want to be good at. Now go and put in the work. That is the mindset. As a man, your life is literally like a video game. You have hundreds of skills in video games, right? You choose which skill to develop, which skill to improve for your character. That's exactly what your real life is. Let me give you an example. All my life, the one thing that I wanted more than anything, my greatest desire, was to be respected, to be influential, to be a leader. Just the thought of the power that these things brought would give me goosebumps. But here's the problem. I was the most docile, the most meek, the most harmless, the most powerless person in real life. And so I would think to myself, look at me. Do I from any angle look like someone who could be influential, who could be a leader, who could be respected? Who would respect me? And so I would then forget about these dreams of mine and then not even try to do anything about them. I suppose you are going about your life in a similar way. Maybe there is something that you really want, right? Maybe you want to be extremely socially skilled. You yearn to be socially skilled. You want more than anything to be the center of attraction in any room you walk into. You want to be able to form instant connections with people you meet. You want to leave lasting impressions on anyone you come across. But then you come back to reality and find yourself in the body of a shy, clumsy little boy, and you tell yourself to stop dreaming. Here is the mindset. You're supposed to be all of that at 18, man. You're not supposed to be a respected, influential leader at 18. You're not supposed to be charismatic and socially skilled and the center of attraction as an 18-year-old. Let's, for a second, say that the way we all, for some reason, subconsciously assume the world works. Wait, did I say that right? Let's assume that the world actually works the way we assume it does. That's what I wanted to say. That some people are just born leaders and the others followers. So these people, they grow up to fulfill their destinies, they shape their realities to become who they were supposed to become. And these people just remain who they were supposed to remain. What a sad, pessimistic, what a depressing way to look at the world. Here's what I propose. Here is the mindset that I am trying to share with you. You see, the way the world works is that all of us are born pathetic, miserable losers at 18. And over the next 17, 18 years, we build out our realities, we build out our personalities, we build out our characters, we build out our lives. Just like in those RPG games where you have 100 different skills you can develop. And then you go about the game doing your missions, defeating your enemies, killing the enemies, and you gain... Fuck, okay. It's been so long since I've played, I forgot what they were even called. Skill points, right? You gain skill, you defeat your enemies, you go about your missions, and you gain skill points that you then use to develop whatever skills you want to develop. That is exactly how real life works. Think of yourself as, and I think I just accidentally mentioned this 2 sentences ago, think of yourself as having been born at the age of 18. Because that is when your life really actually begins. You don't do anything for the first 18 years of your life, absolutely doesn't matter. Okay, maybe a little bit. If you utilize the next 18 well, absolutely doesn't matter. But if you waste away the next 18 years, heck, even the next 5-10 years, you are digging yourself into a hole. Okay, with these videos, I try to cover topics that will help most people. But we often find ourselves with problems quite unique, quite personal to us, don't we? I bet there's something that you would like for me to make a video on. Well, you could wait for that, or you could go down to the first link in the description right now and book a call with me. I'll just leave it at that. At 18, you're broke and stupid and awkward. Get in line. But at 24, you've still not made progress in any aspect of life. That is a red flag, man. I'll be honest with you. What have you been doing? And at 30, you're still awkward. You still don't read books. You're still not in control of your finances. Yo, get your shit together, my man. It's way beyond time. Here's a challenge for you. Pick anything. One thing that you want most out of your life. One thing that's your goal that you wish more than anything you had. For example, it could be getting good at video editing. It could be public speaking. It could be social skills. It could be video editing. It could be Photoshop. Whatever the fuck you want, right? That's the point. Pick. Again, pick whatever the fuck you want. And put 2 months into working on it. For the next 2 months, you really work upon improving that skill. I promise you, 2 months of consistent, dedicated effort, and you'll be far better off than you had started out. Now do the math. You're 2 months into it. You have 18 years to go. You're 2 months in and you have 218 months to go. With 2 months down, you are 0.9% of the way there. Not even 1%. This mindset is the only reason I have this channel today. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is how I started out. I want to keep this one short, so I'll summarize my pre-self-improvement life by just saying that I wasn't one of those people who was supposed to figure it out. I wasn't supposed to have imbibed the amount of knowledge, built the amount of confidence, learned the skills necessary, or even put off procrastinating enough times to be recording this video to try to teach people to do all of the above. I wasn't supposed to be sitting here recording these videos. This is the first video that's up on this channel. This is the first video that I ever recorded. And while I was recording it, I knew that it wasn't going to be the best video I'd ever seen. But when I got done recording it and I looked back at it, I replayed what I'd just recorded, I watched that video. I knew for utmost certainty, I knew without a fucking doubt that it was the single worst video I had ever seen. I had set the goal of becoming a YouTuber, of recording videos and having tons of people seeing them. I daydreamed what it would feel like to become a YouTuber. And then I saw my first video. A 3-minute video which had taken me 3 days to record. I saw this video and I realized that up until this day, out of the hundreds, probably even thousands of things I'd tried in my lifetime, I had never seen myself suck at anything as bad as I sucked at this. That's the thing. It doesn't matter how bad you suck at something today. Don't even let that be a consideration, because then you're acting out of desperation. Choose from a position of strength. Choose from an abundance mindset. Choose with the belief, the conviction that whatever it is that you set your mind to, you will master. Because you will put in the work for it. Now decide what you want to excel at. You choose what you want to be good at, and you work relentlessly at it. And by doing that, you will make your wildest dreams a reality, one day at a time.